Happy Thursday. Donnie Baker here with the LPR Sound Foundation. What we do on Thursdays is it's Tech Tip Thursday. We'll call it that. Let's go with that. Unless you guys have a better idea for Thursdays, put it in the comments down below. For now, I'm calling it Tech Tip Thursday. All right. Now, normally I'm going to show you something. I'm going to show you something cool, but I also answer your questions. So, you guys, come on, man. First thing, you want to come up with this question. Which is the best DAW? Come on. You know you can't answer that question. Nobody can answer that damn question. Look at this. I did a Google search. I said, what is the best DAW? See up there at the top? That's what I put in for the Google search. Look what comes up, man. It's just all over the place, bro. I mean, you got Reddit, people talking about it. Dude, it's honestly, it's personal opinion. What DAW does Pharrell use? Okay, like that's gonna help you be more like Pharrell. He's the Logic guy. What DAW is Travis Scott? He uses Logic. My point is that it's kind of difficult to pinpoint which is the best DAW. You kind of have to know what you want to do. Here's my opinion, and again, just my opinion. I'm probably gonna piss somebody off with my opinion. We got DAWs all over the place, man. We got Pro Tools, we got Logic, we got Luna, we got Studio One, we got Cubase, Reason, FL, Ableton Live. Dude, some people even like Reaper. I've personally never used Reaper. I have a buddy, and he's got a studio, and he swears by Reaper. But here's my thing, and this is my opinion. All DAWs do the same thing. It's just some of them do it a little bit differently than the other ones. So you get comfortable with whatever DAW you like and use that one. There's not really a sound to a DAW. We did a shootout. I'll try to put the link right here. Between Pro Tools and Logic Pro. We recorded some drums. Those drums were recorded exactly the same. The same drummer, the same mics, the same preamps, the same compressions, everything. We ran one into Logic and one into Pro Tools. And yes, it sounded slightly different. I'm not saying one was better than the other. I'm saying it sounded slightly different in the studio. And I think on the video, again, I'll post to it right here, I think you can hear a slight difference. In my opinion, as a professional audio engineer, professional mixing engineer, studio owner, in my opinion, Pro Tools seems like they add an algorithm to it to make it sound more vintage. Logic Pro, it just seemed newer. Logic seemed newer. That's a great way to explain it. Logic seemed newer. Pro Tools seems like it might add something to give it a vintage vibe, like you're in a vintage studio and you're recording to tape. Again, my opinion, don't get mad at me. Here's the deal. You use whatever DAW you're comfortable with. That's the DAW that's the best. Whichever one you are comfortable with. What matters is your conversion. Okay, no offense. I'm not trying to piss anybody off, but if you just got a USB microphone plugged into your PC laptop and you're using FL Studio to record your vocals, that's the best DAW for you. If you've got a 1,200 square foot professional studio complete with an analog console, let's say you got a Neve console or an SSL console in there, and you're running Pro Tools, and you can record a full band with 48 inputs, that's the best DAW for you. So it doesn't matter. What matters is your conversion. If you've got high-end converters, they're definitely going to sound better than just that USB mic that's plugged into your laptop. Not saying that that's not good. I'm just saying that the high-end converters that cost thousands upon thousands of dollars are going to sound a little better. We're going to do another series here shortly called the Jenny Sue Syndrome. Now I'll post we have a video out there now, but I'm going to redo it because it's even changed even more since we did the Jenny Sue Syndrome video. Not only does it matter your conversion, but it also matters how your audience is listening to your music. Are they just downloading like a crappy MP3 from your website? Is your song streaming on Spotify? Are you playing it on YouTube where it's been compressed when you made it, compressed when you output it? You converted it to an MP3 and then YouTube's gonna compress it again. It matters. This matters. And this makes a difference. The problem is the general public, the people who listen to our music, have been dumbed down to understanding that, hey, that sounds good. No, it doesn't. We that know No. Jenny Sue doesn't know. She doesn't understand. She likes it. Don't get me wrong. It sounds great to her because she's listening to it on her phone through Bluetooth earbuds. Sounds amazing. Does it? No, it doesn't. So it all comes down to the perception of the listener. It doesn't even really matter about the microphone. It matters about the conversion. Yeah, okay, it looks cool to have the $30,000, 251 going to a Neve 1073 into a TubeTech CL1B compressor. Do you have to have all that? Absolutely not. You can have that USB mic plugged into your PC laptop and it sounds great. Jenny Sue loves your song, bro. She's gonna share it with all her friends. This is the point. There is no best DAW. The best DAW is the one that you like and you are comfortable with. So I've actually mixed songs that were created in GarageBand. That's a free DAW that comes with your Apple computer. And those sound great. The mix came out awesome simply because a DAW doesn't matter. It matters about your conversion and it matters about your ear, how you make things happen. If you suck as an engineer, if you suck as an artist, you're gonna suck as an engineer, you're gonna suck as an artist. It doesn't matter. Don't suck. There's the thing. Get really comfortable with your DAW. Doesn't matter what DAW you use. Now, I can tell you this, and I will be upfront about this. I own a multi-room commercial studio in Los Angeles. My clients come here, they only want to see Pro Tools. That's all they are expecting when they get here. Not saying Pro Tools is the best DAW by any means, and I don't support, I don't advocate for advocate. I actually don't like Pro Tools. I'm comfortable with it and I use it because I'm comfortable with it. I've been using it for 22 years. So I'm comfortable with Pro Tools. My clients come here, they want to see Pro Tools. So if your idea is to become an audio engineer and work in a major recording studio in wherever you are, you should know Pro Tools. You should be very comfortable with Pro Tools. If you're gonna work here in my studio with my clients, yes, you should be very comfortable with Pro Tools. Now, we also use Logic, we use Ableton Live, we use Luna, we use Studio One, not really Cubase. I haven't used Cubase in many years, but Reaper, I've never used Reaper, but like I said, I've got a buddy who swears by it, so maybe I should look into it. We actually even have a copy of FL Studio here. I'm more comfortable working in Pro Tools. I do have something I wanna give you for free. This is a signal flow course, which seems to be really popular. It is free. Go to learnprorecording.com/basics. It explains the basic signal flow in any situation. It also talks to you about analog mixing, hybrid mixing, mixing in the box, and the differerences between those. It also explains patch bays and how patch bays work. It's basic signal flow, which is kind of necessary for whatever it is you're doing. Whatever DAW you're using, you should understand signal flow. Even if you are the one with the USB mic going into a PC laptop using FL Studio, you still have to know input, output, and everything that's happening to it along the way. Plugins. We're going to talk about plugins on another episode. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. My name is Donnie Baker, and I am with ES Audio Recording Studios in Los Angeles, California. I'll put a graphic here because I forgot to make one on the button. There you go. If you want to check out the studio, please do. We're located in Los Angeles, California. And yes, I do use Pro Tools. So I'll just leave that there. There is no best DAW. The best DAW is the one that you use. We'll see you next time. Donnie B, I'm out.